We have a question from one of our Patreon supporters, Marielle. When writing humor or a twist, how do you gauge whether it's landing or not? I find that after working on something for a while, I can't tell if it's funny or surprising or if it's cheesy or predictable. Howard, this is all you.
Um, okay. This is one of those questions where I answer from the position of an outlier. I wrote humor for 20 years, 25 years. I have a lot of practice at this. Um, I have I have a historical gauge or spectrum against which whatever I have just written, I can just hold it up to that and see, it's like the Pantone color matching chart. What color is this? Oh yeah, this is, you know, 3100X magenta, which is probably totally wrong because I don't have a color chart in front of me. But the point is, I have a lot of experience and I don't actually need a beta reader to get myself 80% of the way there. Uh, in the early days of writing Schlock Mercenary, I would hand the scripts to Sandra and I would watch her face as she read the page because I needed to see when it landed. I was not going to benefit from Sandra saying, oh yeah, this is funny. That was a good joke. I needed to see it land. I needed to watch the reaction. And I I don't know how other people can replicate that particular practice, but it was extremely effective for me.
So I was going to actually recommend something which is my approach to it, which is similar to your last example, that I'm usually writing for an ideal reader, and it's a specific person. So I think about, would this make sometimes it's Alessandra, sometimes it's Marie, it depends on the book. Would this make Alessandra laugh? And like when you have a friend and you know that friend, you know what's going to make them laugh. You know which ridiculous coffee mug to send them. You know what ridiculous t-shirt they're going to love. You know the memes. So you know how to trigger a laugh in that friend. That friend is not, most of them are not outliers. If they were, then their favorite book, there would only be one copy of it. So if you can think about that friend and would that friend laugh at this, then that's gonna help you kind of narrow down to this is probably something that is probably going to work, probably not. At some point, part of practice is handing it to someone to read. Ideally, you hand it to that person as Howard was handing it to Sandra and see if they laugh where you thought they would laugh, then you're good job. And then you start tweaking it. There's a one of the things that I wish there was a way around with writing, but it is like all of the other arts. Unfortunately, there is a degree of practice that's involved. And the way we practice as a writer is not just the writing, it's also the showing it to people because you cannot tell if it's working. Because at the end of the day, our job is to write things for other people. So part of the practice is to practice letting someone else read it. It doesn't have to be another writer, it doesn't have to be someone who's going to give you a critique. It just has to be someone that's willing to tell you what what they enjoyed about it.
Comedians on stage talk about success or failure as killing or dying. When a comedian says, I'm dying up here, that's not a joke. That is the literal expression of I am failing at being funny. Um, the try fail cycle for writing humor is try fail die, dig yourself back out of the hole, try again.
So what we're saying
Failure
is,
feels so much more expensive.
yeah, what we're saying is that most writers are secretly zombies.
So undead, so very, very undead.
Right. Thanks so much for your question.